She runs 5 businesses and was featured in Forbes and other programs. She's a strong mom and a good wife. And she became a successful entrepreneur despite everything. Let us know more about her, our beloved CEO, the CEO of I Need a VA who inspired us, Brittany Bettini. Hi, Miss. How are you doing today?
Hi, Tiffany. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm a little bit sick, but it's fine.
We're all fighting it this time of year, so we're just kind of pushing through.
Yeah, absolutely. But I hope you're still doing good and you're still ready for our talk show today.
I am. I'm really, really excited. This was a great idea.
Perfect. Now let's start with, did you ever dream being a CEO ever since a child or even before everything of this happened?
I grew up in an entrepreneurial family. So all of my family members kind of owned businesses. And I kind of always knew I would own a business. I just didn't really know what I would be doing. Until life kind of happened and I found certain things that I was passionate about. And then after I had my first virtual assistant, I realized that I was super passionate about not only helping the people of the Philippines find work, but also helping my fellow entrepreneurs in the US find staff for their companies that they could afford and that could really show up and do a good job for them. So I never imagined I would be doing this, but I always kind of knew that I would be a business owner of some type because I'm not good at someone bossing me around.
How did your life change after being a CEO?
It's afforded me the opportunity to take care of my family. My husband has psoriatic arthritis, which kind of makes it really hard for him to do the job he was doing before we met. So I was able to retire him from corporate America, and I was able to retire my parents so that they could kind of enjoy their older years without having to worry about working all the time like a lot of older people do now, because the cost of living is so high. So I'm very proud, and my life has changed because I get to take care of everyone that I love, and I also get to have a lot of freedom of my own and kind of make my own schedule and decide what I want to do every day. And there's really nothing better than kind of having control over your own life.
How do you balance your life being a mom while handling businesses?
Honestly, I don't do it alone. My husband is an amazing dad, and he spends a lot of time with the kids so that I can be at work. Our family dynamic is probably a lot different than most normal family households. Usually the woman stays at home with the kids and the man goes off to work. But at our family, we know what we're really good at. And I'm a great mom and I love my children more than anything, but I'm also very passionate about being an entrepreneur. So I have people who help me do the tasks so that I can do both. I have a nanny that helps us a couple days a week with the kids. And then of course, my husband, I moved my parents home. So it's really a team effort. If I've learned anything over the last few years, if you don't have the proper team in place to help you get all these jobs done, no one person can do it all. I may look like I do it all, but really behind the scenes, I have an amazing network of people and systems in place so that everything kind of runs smoothly. It doesn't always run smoothly, but we try real hard.
How did I Need a VA started and how did you build it?
Honestly, I was busy building other businesses and starting my coaching program. And a friend of mine who was also in the industry came to me and kind of said, you're very passionate about doing this. This is something that I think that you would be really great at. And I remember saying to him during the conference, only if I can take my VA with me, because I had my virtual assistant through another company and she had become part of my family. And then really honestly, Michelle, our chief operations officer here at I Need a VA, and then a lot of other people on the team helped me build the company. The idea came because I'm passionate about what we do. And I'm passionate about what virtual assistants do to help entrepreneurs like me. But I didn't do really most of the work. Most of the work was done by the team and led by Michelle. I just kind of had the money to kind of make it all. I kind of just was like, okay, let's do this, and I'll pay for it if we can figure out how to make it work. And they really did a lot of the work to make sure that everything runs smoothly and that we have the most amazing internal team as well as virtual assistants to offer to our clients.
Did you ever doubt at first when you were still building the I Need a VA staffing solutions?
Really, honestly, the only business that I've ever started or been in that I have no doubt about, it's very easy for me to sit down with an entrepreneur and get them to sign up as a client because I am proof that virtual assistants work and that they help business and that they help you grow a business fast. I didn't really have any time to doubt it. I mean, we started the business and within the first month we were liquid and like we were being successful. So like, whereas a lot of times in business, the first year is very scary. You invest a lot of money and you don't know if you're going to make it back. We my team just like built this thing that just kind of took off immediately. It was like a rocket ship. And so I didn't have time to doubt whether or not it was going to work because it started working like as soon as we started. It's been the most amazing experience I've ever had.
How did I Need a VA help you as a business owner?
Just learning. I've had a lot of in-person employees over the years in the janitorial company and industry, and I've learned a lot about how to manage people through that. But having a virtual staff is different, and where like I could surprise my in-person team with like a pizza party or like, do something for them in person. I have to be creative and find ways to show my appreciation to a team who has built an amazing company in a matter of months, while they're across the country or across the world, not the country from me. So it's been challenging in certain ways, but it's also like so rewarding getting to help people have jobs and provide for their families when they're so far away from me. So it's just kind of like it's like I'm being able to give back to people and build relationships with people from across the world.
What message can you give to aspiring VAs and aspiring business owners who might still doubting with themselves?
So for the virtual assistants, I think there's a lot of people who are nervous that they don't have the skills or qualities to be a virtual assistant. But honestly, I think that the number one thing that someone needs to be a successful virtual assistant is just an open mind and the ability to learn and adapt. I know that Michelle, when she started, she was nervous and she was very shy. She wouldn't even get on the phone with people. She was my executive assistant. And now she runs our entire company because she was coachable and trainable and she never gave up and she was, very determined, but always if there was something she didn't know, she did a lot of research and she figured it out. And I think that that's really all you need. You don't have to have all the skills when you start. You just have to be really willing to figure it out along the way. And that's how you become a successful virtual assistant. For aspiring business owners, you have to have a team. You have to have staff. There's no way to do it all. You will be so burnt out and so exhausted. There's no other way to build and scale a business to be, what you're dreaming of it being, doing it all on your own. In the virtual world that we live in now, it just makes sense to have a virtual assistant who can do all the things that you need done from a computer while you can really focus on doing the things that bring you joy. My joy is talking to other entrepreneurs and helping them figure out how to grow their businesses. And so now I don't spend all of my time doing little back end tasks that can be done by a virtual assistant. I get to focus on spending my time with entrepreneurs and talking to them, coaching them. Whereas before I just didn't have time to do what I really love to do. And I think as an entrepreneur, the whole reason we become an entrepreneur is so that we can do what we're passionate about, but it usually gets lost in doing accounting and social media and graphic design and website building and all these things that we forget why we even started. So if you are an aspiring business owner, or if you're a business owner now, hire a virtual assistant, whether it's through us or not, but you have to have some staff to help you make it all happen.
Okay, I think that's it for our interview, and I am really, really thankful for your time. Despite that you're not feeling well, you still continue to do it with me. And to be honest, I didn't feel like I was talking with our CEO, but I feel more like I was talking with a relative, since you really, really let us feel that we are part of your family instead of employees, and you are our inspiration. You know, Miss, without you, we are not here today. So we are really, really thankful for that.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much
much,
for that.
Tiffany.
Okay.
I love you guys, and you're definitely family in my book. Our internal team and external team, everyone makes it all happen, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So